Greetings everyone, MK Mueller here with another miracle for our Miracles Guaranteed course, and I am so very grateful to talk about the miracle of insight, because when we have a breakthrough, an insight, it's always just huge. I mean, literally, in my estimation, it shakes the heavens when we get a large spiritual concept like I got one this week. So I have had something that I resented my dear mom for many years, and I just wondered why she wasn't there to support me in it. Now, what do we know about victimhood? Well, in 8 to Great, of course, what do we say? There are no victims. We are the most powerful person on the planet. There is nothing we can't do, be, or have, nowhere we can't go, and the only person that can get in our way is us. So think about forgiveness. The concept of forgiveness assumes victimhood. The concept of forgiveness assumes that you did something to me, not that I had any hand in it. I was a total victim. And now I'm going to forgive you for what you did. That's where the problem occurs. So I'm very excited to let you know that in just 1 week of working the steps of 8 to Great, I had a huge, huge, life-changing personal miracle. Okay? So what happened was I watched a show on TV. It's actually called Made, M-A-I-D, if anybody wants to catch it on Netflix. And by watching the first 2 shows of that, I was reminded of my time in the shelter for domestic violence with my 2.5-year-old daughter. So it really struck home. And it brought up all these feelings. And what is feel all your feelings? Highway 4 in the 8 to Great process, right? So I felt all my feelings. And what feelings are the hardest? What are the ones we repress the most? Mad and sad. So I got really angry again at my mom. I got really sad again about my mom and my situation and how tough things were at that time. And it just brought up tons of feelings. So I'm sitting with this for about 24 hours and just, again, not needing to change it or judge it. I simply was feeling the feelings. To feel is to heal, right? So if we want to heal, we've got to go through. You can't go around the feelings. You can't use addictions like food or drink or work or TV, right? Or YouTube videos. You just have to go through the feelings. So I did all the feeling. I had 2 very, very close friends, and they were the 2 that I told about my feelings, and it just felt great. But then within about 48 hours, I had a new awareness. I said, one of the skills that I've always used for insight is journaling. And you can either journal in your head, yeah, you can, or on paper, depending on just how you process the best. So I was journaling in my head one evening, and I wrote a letter to my mom. And I said, why weren't you there for me? That was my question. And her answer was, my hands were tied. Now, this is huge. My hands were tied. I was very clear immediately what that meant, because I have long been a teacher of the scripture, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Yep, that's in my holy book, my Christian scriptures. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. In other words, for me, that means there was a discussion that went on. There were some choices that you had. Of course, I believe my higher power gives me choices. And the choice I made, and I've known this for decades, was to become one of the best teachers of the highest truths on the planet. I say that again, that's a big dream. That's a big request. That's a big ask. one of the best teachers of the highest truths on the planet. And so immediately the whole picture fell into place about my mom not being there. That had she come in to rescue me, I would not, or even comfort me, I would not have been as strong as I am. I would not have been as confident as I am to start a course like Miracles Guaranteed, to write books like Taking Care of Me and 8 to Great. I would not have had the courage to pursue starting a business when I knew nothing about business, and that business that has lasted now 39 years and blessed hundreds of thousands of people, and as we know, saved lives. So there you have it. When I said I want to be one of the best teachers of the highest truths on the planet, I immediately set up an agenda that my mom, who also was known by the higher power before she came, that she signed on to. I will be a mother who will not be there at certain times. As much as I love my daughter, and I know she did, I will not be there because my not being there will make her stronger, better, and more able to follow her divine destiny. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If you love this stuff, like I do, remember to subscribe to our channel. Blessings.